welcome back to Smart Mouth Beauty, and I am Heather and this is my sister Holly, and we have a super special video for you today, and we want to know if you can guess why we are dressed like this and why we have our hat.
We look cute.
We look so cute.
Super cute.
So, in Louisville, Kentucky, we have something that happens every spring that doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. I'll give you a little hint. It's the first Saturday in May, and it's the greatest 2 minutes of sports. Greatest
Here
2
in
minutes
Louisville?
of sports. Yes, and I'm not even a sports fan.
We're
Talking about Derby, baby.
Derby, baby.
Woo! That's right. This year it's going to be on Saturday, May 7th, and we thought it would be really fun because we were born and raised Louisvillians, all about the Derby in this town, to do a super fun video series for you. The first one is going to be all about beauty, picking out your dress, your makeup, your hat. The hat's a must. We know we look silly, but you won't at the track. So stick around and we're going to talk makeup and hats and dresses and fun stuff for the big day.
Yep. And drink.
And drink.
Mint juleps.
Cheers. Go, baby, go. Okay, so whether you are a local or whether you come into Louisville for the Derby, please keep in mind, it is a super, super, super long day. You're going to get to the track very early, probably about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and you're not going to leave the track until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you go to dinner.
Right.
So we're talking, we need makeup that is going to withstand the elements. It's going to be a long day, and you want to look cute and fresh for the whole day, and then you get to go to dinner. So what are some tips that you would give our friends who are going to come in town for the Derby this year?
A really big purse. You've got to have your pressed powder. You might even want blotting paper. You have no idea what the weather's going to be like, so you're going to want to have some sunscreen, and make sure that you use a good primer and lots of setting powder, lots of concealer. And then have fun with your makeup.
Right, I think it's kind of a less is more type of thing, because really the emphasis, in case you haven't noticed in our ridiculousness, is that it's all about the hat.
Yes.
And if you've never been to the Derby before and you're thinking about coming this year or another year and you think, well, we've kind of heard about the hats, but we're not really sure. We're here to tell you, under no circumstances are you to walk on property at Churchill Downs without a hat on. You're going to feel ridiculous, as we feel ridiculous right now, but when you go to the track on Derby Day, Oaks or Derby, Oaks is the day before, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But if you go to the track on Derby Day and you don't have a hat on, people will stare and point at you.
Yes.
Like, it's not okay to go to the track without a hat on. So we're going to show you, we've brought a bunch of hats over, and we're going to show you different hats and how to wear them and how to do your hair to where you can survive the entire day.
Yes.
Being
with
at
your
the
hat
track
on.
with a hat or a fascinator on and still look really cute, and about what to wear and what to pack and how to make the day super fun, because it's super long, but it's really a lot of fun.
It is fun.
It's really a lot of fun.
I think the first thing you need to think about, definitely get the hat, but don't let that be the first thing you pick out.
Correct.
A lot of people will ask me at the hair salon, should I pick out the dress or the hat first? And we both agree. I think the dress should be the first thing you pick out, because it's going to dictate then the hat.
Right.
And
exactly.
you had said it's easier to find the hat to match the dress.
Then vice versa. Exactly.
Right.
It's because you're going to want to pick out a dress that flatters you and is comfortable, because it's a long day and there's a lot of sitting and standing and there's an excessive amount of walking.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that the dress that you pick out is very comfortable. Yes. And then you can pick your hat out from there, and we'll talk a little bit more about how to pick out the right hat based on the style of dress that you buy and your body type.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of fun things in the video, so stick around.
As we talked about before, go ahead and pick the dress out first, and that's going to help dictate what kind of shape the hat is going to be. If your figure is more flattering in an A-line type dress, an A-line kind of flares out from the hips.
Like a fit and flare.
A fit and flare,
yeah.
Perfect. Then you're going to want to balance the flare of the skirt with the brim of the hat. So let's see the hat that you have that has a little bit more wider brim, and that's going to help balance out the fit and flare of the dress.
It's super cute, isn't it?
It is super cute. And this is really versatile. This can be worn with a color too. Don't be afraid to go ahead and make your purchase of a hat. You don't have to spend a lot of money, or you can spend a lot of money.
You can spend a lot of money.
But keep the hat. You can wear it for years. Something traditional like this.
Right. This is very conservative,
You can
very
wear a
traditional.
hot pink dress with it, a green dress, a black dress.
Right. I've had this dress for probably 8 or 9 years. I mean, this hat for probably 8 or 9 years, and it goes with basically any color. Yeah,
Everything.
It's very, very cute. So we should tell people how when you buy a hat, if you're not used to wearing hats, how do you know which direction it goes?
You know, there is a tag, but I don't think there's really a wrong way. I don't know.
Okay, there's 100% the wrong way, and I'm about to show you.
Okay, talk
right
us through
now.
it. Talk us through it.
First of all, the biggest mistake I think women make when trying on a hat, and I've seen it many times, is they pick up the hat and they know that the tag goes in the back. So you've got the tag in the back, and they go like this.
Oh.
Now, what do I look like to you?
Oh no.
I look like a little Debbie, little Debbie Carton, or Anna Green Gables or something. Now, if this is the look that you're going for, you rock it, girl. But this ain't it.
I don't like that.
I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. So, a hat is meant to come down on your forehead, and so that's what Holly's going to show us in a second, how to wear your hair, so that you can put this on down on your forehead. So the tag in the back, the hat goes straight down onto your forehead like this.
Almost like balancing a plate.
Exactly.
So, this is flat.
So get it to fit your head, and then you cock it like
Girl,
this.
you gotta cock it.
You gotta cock it.
That makes it stylish.
It makes it stylish, because you want to be able to see just this eye and then only part of this eye.
I like
so it's
that.
like this, and it's like, it's a southern thing. It's an attitude. And as soon as you put this dress on and the hat, and you've got it cocked, I mean, it is an attitude, and you're going to see it all over the track. And I love wearing derby hats because of that reason. Now, why did I cock it to this side? Because my part's on this side.
So more of the hair is over there.
So more of my hair is on
showing
this side.
The fuller part.
Right. I think that's more flattering. What do you think?
I do too. Another option for your dress, talking about shapes of dress, if you do more of a slim line or a straight
like your dress.
like
Yes,
mine,
yes.
it's a little bit more narrow.
Yes.
That's when you can go for a pillbox hat or something smaller like a Fascinator, because you're not fighting the width of your dress.
Right.
So this actually is a little bit better profile.
Right.
It's a streamlined look.
It's more proportioned.
Exactly.
Because you're wearing a straight cut dress. And we can thank Kate Middleton for that, for bringing back the Fascinator, don't you think?
Right.
Because she's very trim, and she's tall and lean, and she wears a straight cut dress 9 times out of 10. And when she has the Fascinator on, and she's got that little headband cocked, and
yes. Do you want to tell everybody what a Fascinator is?
Oh, okay, it's this. No. It's a Fascinator came back in style a few years ago. I say it in jest, but I think Kate Middleton brought back the Fascinator. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's a headband with any kind of decoration on it. Now this one happens to be a headband with a pill box attached to it, and then a bunch of netting and stuff, and we purchased it like this. I didn't make this one. But you could make one. I mean, if you're feeling crafty and you got a hot glue gun, you go for it, girl. But that's pretty much what a Fascinator is. So it's really fun. Isn't it really cute?
It is super cute.
I love the polka dots paired with Holly's striped dress.
Yes.
I really like that.
And you can wear this again and again. If you get a neutral enough color with your hat purchase choice, then you can wear it each time you come to Louisville for the Derby.
Right. Or if you throw a Derby party.
Or a Derby party.
Right. And this will go with any color. There's no color that this won't go with.
So we've just figured out how to balance our hat with our dress and all that kind of good stuff. And now we want to go ahead and pre-prep the hair so that you don't have crazy hat head at the end of the day. It's going to be super hot and humid here in Louisville, Kentucky, and we want to make sure that your hair stays intact. Whether you curl it that morning or you wear it sleek and straight, you still want to pre-prep under the hat. And my biggest tip for normal to dry hair ladies is to use a dry texture spray. I have a couple of here that you can find at Target or the drugstore by Umberto Beverly Hills or Big Sexy Hair, but there's a really good one out there from Kenra. The idea to look for normal to dry hair is a dry texture spray. And what you would do, how you would place that is right underneath that crown. So you would pick up right above the temple area on your head and give that a spray. You might even back comb that a little bit, let that dry, and that way it gives some supporting texture, because you're going to flatten that part down with the brim of the hat, or the inside brim of the hat. So you want to make sure you get that kind of a horseshoe shape.
Okay.
Horseshoe shape.
I appreciate the pun.
Okay, now wait, one more quick thing. If you have normal to oily type hair, the products that you're going to choose are a little bit different. You really want to do a preemptive strike on the oil that's about to build up. So you're going to want a dry shampoo, not a dry texture spray.
Okay.
So you've got some from TIGI Rockaholic, you've got that Batiste, which is really popular. You want to make sure that these spray out in a baby powder texture. Again, you're going to do it in the same spray shape, that horseshoe shape across the semicircle of your head before you put the hat on. So you're going to be spraying these on dry hair. Go ahead and do your hair curly or straight. Spray these on dry hair. Finish up with your hairspray products, which should be an anti-humectant hairspray. Most of them will say on the packaging, you can go through your beauty supply warehouse or your local drugstore and look for an anti-humectant hairspray, because it's going to be hot and sticky here in Louisville, Kentucky.
It's most certainly going to be hot and sticky. And even if it's a little bit on the cool side, you're still going to get hot, because you're going to do excessive
amount of sweating.
Walking.
Yes.
Sitting.
And jumping up and down.
Standing. Cheering. It is a full-on active day, and it will take you a week to recover, girl, but you got this.
After having said that, you might even transition your hair during the day.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
The last time I went to Derby, I had to do that. I started out down and went in. Absolutely.
But here's a quick tip. If your hair's curly, gather it over to the side that your hat's going to be open on. Heather just demonstrated exactly that it's going to have to sass down. What I would do is gather it up and do a low ponytail on the side, because and we'll put her hat back on here in a second so that you can see.
Ow!
She's a little
She's a hairdresser and she likes little hair.
And you can even tease up, tease it, girl. Okay, go ahead and put the hat back on real quick, because I want to make a point here. That way, this part of your neck is open,
right?
And
it's
much cooler,
right? If you get hot, right?
But if your hair is shorter, make sure that you curl it so that you can have some texture from your ponytail,
right?
If we didn't do the side, let me just kind of show really quick. That is not as flattering when you have your ponytail in the back.
I know, because I think it looks like Farmer Jane. Right. I mean, it looks like I've been out like working in my garden.
Yes.
Right, which is not the look you want on Derby Day.
So if you do want to gather your hair up and off your neck, if you've hit midday and you're losing and you've drank too many mint juleps,
right,
you can definitely pull your hair up in a hat, but make sure it's to one side or the other. That's a really big tip that I would have with the hair.
That's what I ended up doing the last time I went to the track. Is I ended up taking my hat off for the first time after about 8 or 9 hours. And we go into the restaurant, because then you leave the track and then you have to go eat, because that's it's what you do.
Right.
I got to the restaurant and made a beeline for the ladies' room, where I took my hat off, and it
probably felt good though.
It felt great, but there's no way I could go eat, go out to the table with our friends without the hat back on. So I did a low ponytail. So
or you could just shake it out, especially if you pre-prepped your hair like we did Heather's. She could go in with her hands and lift that area that we talked about doing that dry spray.
Right.
And lift that up off of your scalp and try to retexture that area.
Right.
That's when you just say screw it and go with the Fascinator, because that can be worn all day.
It can, and you know what I just thought of? I think the Fascinator would be a really great option for girls with really short hair.
Oh yes, I love a good bob
With a
sharp
Fascinator.
Exactly.
Right,
I love
but behind
a
the
bob.
ear, like
Yes.
don't you think like the hair
Slick it
tucked
back.
behind the ear?
Let's see. I mean, I don't have a bob, but you know, Do we like that?
Right.
Because see, I was wearing it earlier with my bangs out.
Right, it's
But-
very cute. And just play around with it. It's very, very cute. And when you have a Fascinator like that, or a hat that is big, or is very, in this case, it's got a lot going on to it, when you accessorize, like your earrings, less is more.
Yes.
So I would not pair something like the Fascinator she has on with big, bulky statement earrings. You want to do something simple, small hoops or a stud, something that doesn't detract away from what you got going on your head.
Right. This is the statement.
That is the statement.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right. Because
I
you
love
didn't wear a necklace, right? And you have simple earrings, and that's the same thing that I did. I just wore a simple hoop and not a necklace because my dress comes up high and I didn't want to take away from the hat.
I do like your little bracelet.
Yes, I
That's
know.
super
A bracelet
cute.
and my little ring. I know.
Yeah, because that's the mint julep cup holder,
Right.
like this.
Right. Exactly.
I think we've touched on a lot of good tips and
very
tricks.
Cute. It's great tips.
And just have fun.
It's supposed to be really fun, and we're going to do another video that you'll see linked down below, talking about how to survive your day at the track, and lots of good tips and tricks on maybe it's your first derby experience, and we'll get you through it. It'll be a lot of fun.
And then you can hashtag us.
And you can hashtag us when you're at the track, drinking your drinky drink. Winning your races. It's super fun. So thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments or ideas, or if you've been to the Derby before. We would love to know. Please comment down below and let us know if you've been or if you plan on going. And we hope to see you here for Saturday in May. Bye-bye. Thank you. So now are we going over there to do hats and more? Or are you just gonna,
hair.
I mean, hats and hair, or are you just going to stare at yourself? I realize that I look like Anne of Green Gables. I'm fully aware of that. But wait, it's really cute though.
No, I know.
And it's like, if you go to the track, we will no longer look ridiculous.
Because we'll just blend in.
We'll blend in.
I never blend in. But we'll blend in.
You'll totally blend in.
You think I'll blend?
I mean, I love this Kate Middleton look thing you got going on here. All right. So let's turn that off.
Okay.
You should come in for Derby because it's very fun.
You're drunk.
Something stuck in my teeth.
Oh Lord, you're gonna have to get the top of my hat.
Do you feel as ridiculous as I do?
No, I think we look adorable.
What? It looks really cute on you, actually. I think it's like for clubbing or whatever. Okay, I look like Little Debbie.